So let me give you one of my favorite stories. I was lucky enough many years ago to work for the champagne brand called Krug. And there are many people, including me, that would argue it is literally the greatest wine brand in the world, not that they would use that language. And Krug did something very interesting a few years ago. They launched the 1989 vintage of their champagne ahead of their 1988 vintage. So they flipped the vintages. And they did that because the 88 wasn't ready and the 89 was, and they flipped them out of sequence. And they got a very polite letter from the Appellation d'Origine Contrôlée saying, hey, you can't do that, see, because you're not allowed. You can skip a vintage, but you can never alter the sequence. It's against the rules of champagne. And Henri Krug, who was the winemaker and great-great-grandson of the founder of Krug, delightful man, wrote the Appellation a wonderfully polite letter where he said, don't ever tell me again how to make Krug. You seem to be under the impression that we make champagne. We don't make champagne, we make Krug. And if I think we should, we're going to do it. Now, inside the DNA of Krug is things like being the maverick. It's the maverick brand of champagne. And pleasure beyond perfection. This is an entirely Krug story. And here you glimpse what brands truly do when they're proper brands. And there aren't many out there. They break the rules of the category in order to be true to their position.